you like Roundhouse. I know I do. I should probably like pause the music. There you go. So I mentioned if I were to do Dingley Doop, they probably forgot. Sakurai does like to be very thorough, so it is surprising to see him forget, but it could happen, you know. I'll put him up there. That looks good. But the thing that I said about the the placement in the pack is because so last year, so each cousin is assigned a number because the way that the Minecraft resource pack stuff that I do works is you type the command like custom model data set, and then I think you can do like other characters, like I think you could technically just put their name in, I'm not 100% sure, and that would work. But the way I've been doing it, which is a lot more simple and I know works, is each one's assigned a number. So like we had 36 cousins, so each one was assigned something 1 to 36. And so the way that I ordered them last time was I think it was just by when I made them. So if it was so like NK is the first cousin that I did a model for. It was NK the first submission, actually. I think a lot of them did kind of just line up with the point that they were submit, but there were some of them where it's like I just kind of like did a grab bag of them in one stream. So it's like, say that, I don't know, 2 of them, like, I did in one stream, I did 2 from Puff and 2 from me. But I did it like, me, Puff, me, Puff. So it's like, even though they might have, like, she might have sent 2 of them at the same time, and then I sent mine later, it's like whatever order I actually made them ended up being the order I did them in. So it was like basically if you look in the models channel in the Discord, I think that's essentially the order I did them in. So this time I'm doing it specifically by who submit what first. So Roundhouse is number 1. Number 2 is Champ. Number 3 is Comma. Number 4 is Kissy. 5 and 6. 5, I am doing the Moo Roblox noob that Mira made in the cousin editor. I'm limiting how much cousin editor stuff I'm gonna do. It has to be like a specific joke. So it's like, I think that just the fact that she was the first one to send one in and it was the fucking Roblox noob on Moo was really funny. So it's like, alright, yeah. I'll just throw an easy recolor in there, that's funny enough. We'll come up with a description for him at some point or something. Number 6, though, is actually one that wasn't submitted by anybody in the server. It is Pumprints from that one Bandai Namco US posts from Halloween, where they just made like the prints with Halloween colors. I was like, that'd be funny to add in, just like the official Namco fan cousin. That'd be a funny one. And also another very easy recolor. Number 7 is Dango. Number 8 is Otto. Number 9 is Bill. I don't know if Bill will stay there. We'll see. 10 is Lulu. 11 is Penelope. And that's all we got so far. So I'm like making the list early so that I don't mess myself up, and that way we can kind of just go through the cousins as they're listed. So that way if there's a backlog, I don't have to decide which one do I feel like doing today. I can just be like, I'm doing this one today, you know? Can't lie, I already forgot I made Lulu. Don't worry, I already wrote her a description. She thinks herself to be incredibly fashion forward, but we've never seen her wear anything that wasn't already on its way out. Pretty good, I think. Oh yeah, if anybody didn't see it, so obviously Roundhouse is the star of the show today. My description for Roundhouse: the right-hand man of a princess we have never heard of, but can only assume is equally unsettling. A distant cousin who spends all their time online. It seems like everyone they talk to gets into controversy. That could work. You know, speaking of Roblox, sadly, I keep seeing fucking like Roblox, like developer edits or something. I don't even know if it's developer stuff. Maybe it's the CEO of the company or something. Just like people using like the Vigil AI thing to just put them on like weird videos. I'm just like, why am I seeing Roblox like drama? I don't want to see anything about Roblox. And then I'll see some like cool art. I'm like, oh, that's a neat character design. What's that from? And I see like all these different abbreviations and nobody's talking about what it actually is. So I have to go search like, what the fuck does this abbreviation mean? And I'm like, it's some fucking Roblox game. And I'm like, oh my god. Of course it is. I recently, I mean, it was a couple days ago. What is this? Oh, it's just the news page. Not to, you know, not to throw him under the bus or anything, because it was funny. Acacia was playing, and Hayden. We're playing a Roblox game called Roll a Baddie, where as far as I could tell, it is steal a brain rot, but you don't steal from people. You AFK to get dice, and with those dice you roll women, mostly taken from anime, which is a bunch of anime characters. And so those are your baddies. And then you place your baddies in your base, and each one generates a certain amount of money per second. And there's like different rarities of baddie. You can gamble for even more rare baddies, you know. And I was just like, man, this really is just like the bottom of the barrel societally, isn't it? Like we got small children hopping on Roblox on their iPad, gambling potentially real money for a stolen character. A stolen character from an anime in Roblox that isn't even animated. It just stands there in like a weird pose where their legs are like floating 2 feet in front of their torso almost. It's ridiculous. When's the You versus Homer stream? You know, you said that. You say that. That was a game that they also were going to play but never did because Roll a Baddie, I think, took over. There was too many baddies being rolled. I forgot you could do this. Boobies? Yeah, I like those. They're pretty cool. What hat do I wear? But yeah, so my, like, who the fuck is Scarfy? What are you talking about, who the fuck is Scarfy? Scarfy's in, like, every game. Scarfy, it's like a little floating cat. it's like it's a floating cat face, and I'm pretty sure Scarfy's in Dreamland 3. Also, what do you mean? The only Kirby game you've played is Dreamland 3? What? That's a weird game to be the only one you've played. Like, no disrespect. It's a good game. It's a little slow, but it's a good game. It's just weird that that's the only one you've played. How'd you even play it? Like, emulated? Because if that's the case, what about that was just like, I gotta play that? Oh, Wii U Virtual Console. Alright. Play Kirby Superstar. If you want to play it, if you want to just like play a Kirby game that's like really good, you know? Not saying that you can't replay Dreamland 3, but like, you know, you should play Kirby Superstar. I'd recommend essentially any of the games, really. But Kirby Superstar is a very easy game to be like, yeah, I get it. Why is Roundhouse in the corner? Read the stream title. I'm using the weather vane. So I don't know what exactly the rules of this are. All I know is that the event is play City Trial, and then I think the gimmick is just that every stadium is specifically flight-based. Plotsy Poo. That's a pretty good name. Big E. RJ Falcon. Oh yeah, like everybody's probably gonna be playing Starman because he's got really good flight. I go with Scarfy though. Scarfy was kind of like the worst character in the game, which was really funny. For a long while. But they dropped an update a few days ago that actually had a Grand Prix mode, which I should check out. But also, they like buffed pretty much every stat that Scarfy had that was low in any capacity, which is pretty crazy. Am I going to stream Living the Dream and recreate the Princeton? Probably not. I don't know. Because the weird thing with Tomodachi for me is I never played... Also, I think some of these people are bots. I never played the original. I didn't get it on 3DS. And then... this one, it's like... I'm definitely interested, and I think it looks really, really good. I'm very glad that it's being made, but I honestly don't know how like into it I'd get, I guess. I don't know, because it's like on paper it sounds like a game I really, really like, but I feel like it kind of, like if I had played Tomodachi when it came out, I would have been completely hooked, like I was with New Leaf. But I didn't, and that's not any fault of Tomodachi Life, but I think that if I do get Living the Dream, it'll be a good bit after it releases. I don't think I'm going to be a day one adopter for it, you know? Three vacant machines. Power up. Okay. What the fuck is that guy doing? Picks the worst start of fucking attack award. Why did I go for this? Yeah, whatever. Let's throw a bomb, turn into a steel ball. Why not? Nope, never mind, no steel ball. Why is everything around me like the toughest shit on earth? It's also, I don't remember if I actually finished everything I wanted to say about Tomodachi. With a stream, I don't... This is probably a bad idea. I honestly don't know how much I could get out of it for a stream. So I don't know if I don't know if I got like the Tomodachi ideas for like stream comedy, you know? It's like I think I could make a pretty funny island, but I don't know if I would be the guy to watch for Tomodachi streams, you know? Like I'd leave that to Vinny kinda. That's who I'd be watching. What did the cat thing just do? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't been looking. Scarfy's whole thing is that if Kirby tries to inhale a Scarfy, they turn into a one-eyed Cyclops monster and try to kill him. And they chase him down, and when they get him, or if they don't, they explode. So, yeah, that's Scarfy's gimmick in this. Scarfy is like a stance change character in this, kind of. Not by, like, something that you do, it's just like, if you take damage, Scarfy gets really pissed and goes way faster. It becomes a little harder to control. Not that much, though. They used to be way worse, but they got better. Stream showing you speedrun. Speedrun trying to make the Mise penis.
3, 2, 1, start!
I guess after all this, I'll try to actually catch up on what's happening in chat. Also, these guys, one of these guys is gonna get the Hydra, I guess. Who knows who it'll be. Because the three of them all have a piece. And if you have a piece of a legendary machine and you run into somebody else who has it, if you're the one who deals more damage, you steal their shit. So, one of those guys better watch out for each other. Also, I need to be very careful because the Paper Star is like the weakest star in the game, but it also flies really well. So it's like, it'll probably be pretty good in whatever stadium they got us going to. But, you know. I will, bro. Get away from me, you fucking bitch. You stole my shit. I can't really do anything about it. What is this? Nothing. I hate playing City Trial online because it means that like all of the stuff that I usually do, other people are also doing it. It's like, man, I wanted to do that. Also, Scarfy's ult here is called Scarfy's Losing It. Where you just go really fast and set on fire, and then he explodes at the end.
4, 3, 2, 1, time!
This game sucks, I'd rather watch Steal a Brain Rot. Probably. You know what weird thing about Steal a Brain Rot to me is? I don't think that Steal a Brain Rot is like particularly stimulating, like in a like rapid fire sort of, I don't know, short form content sort of way, which is weird. Maybe I'm wrong because I've never actually like watched or played any Steal a Brain Rot, but it doesn't seem like, it seems more like a tycoon sort of game. I guess maybe like if you are being real aggressive and really stealing those brain rots, maybe? I don't know. Seems weird to me. Because it seems like something you'd expect would have like more short-term retention. I don't know. Also, yeah, there was no way I was winning that. Like, can I, like, see where the other guys are? Also, my username on Switch just being my name probably makes people think that I'm a bot too. I think most of the bots just have regular person names. Hey, let me see those. Feature main characters such as Tony, Roundhouse, King, Pumpcon. Do the same thing Vinny did and make a couple of guys every stream and watch it grow. Make a couple buildings. Truthfully, I'm not the target audience for Tomodachi. Structure and goals. What if they had a collab? That'd be sick. Did you see that Steel of Brainrot, I think it was Steel of Brainrot, had an official Bruno Mars concert event for his new album a few days ago? Like a week ago or something? That was just one-to-one with the Smash Ultimate effect. Yeah, Sakurai, even going back to the original Air Ride, Sakurai's style is very similar and he keeps it consistent throughout like all of his shit. Because like original Air Ride uses a lot of things from like the menus, like even the sound effect, the sound effects. Don't know why I said it like that. Like a lot of sound effects shared between it and Melee. There's just a lot of Smash DNA through like everything he does. And this one obviously has a hell of a lot in common with Ultimate. I don't know if it shares devs. It might. No, yeah, it does, because Sora. Yeah, because it's his company. Duh. It doesn't have the Bandai Namco guys, though, I don't think. Because Smash is kind of a joint effort between Sora and Bamco. Let me see, I have my copy of it. What does it say? It doesn't really say on the back of the box, at least. It just has the trademarks for like Nintendo, Sora, and HAL Labs. So yeah, I don't know. Have to look that up. Yeah, there's other shit, like, I won't go super crazy. Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense then. He probably has a very good working relationship with them, because I think that's part of it, too, is that, like, the team he's put together is, like, so in tune with, like, exactly the type of shit that they make. Where it's just like, you're gonna get a consistent product from them. And he knows he can get the... what was I gonna look at? Oh yeah. Like, even the checklist, like the checklist... Sorry, spoilers! All this, it's like, this has been used in Smash a few times now. Since Brawl, I think. And, you know, it was originally from Air Ride, so it's like, between... Like, everything he makes, he carries over DNA from it. And, like, implements it in a new way into the other shit. So it's like, I know he loves his checklists. Which is good. I like the checklists a lot. They're good. "15 different kinds of enemies." Is that even... Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, though, I don't think I'm going to finish the event tonight. I'll finish it on my own time. The rewards aren't anything crazy. It's like the final reward is like a snowy license background, but I already have a really good license set up, so I don't really care. But, like stickers and titles and stuff. So I'll do like the top half of it on stream, I think, and then we can do the we can start up models. Lucky and Or, not Lucky. Lucky's the old name. But I can't use it anymore. They fucking stole it from me. Champ. Champ and Comma. I don't remember if I mentioned it the last time I streamed this, because I know we looked through a bunch of custom machines, which we could look at a couple of those again, maybe. Just a little bit. Not as extensively as before, for sure. But, something I don't remember if I mentioned was the music selection in this, because obviously everything from the first game is here, but all of the new tracks, like all of the new race tracks have their own alt themes, which are just remixes from like other points in the series and stuff. And the most surprising one to me, which I don't know if Flex Luthor, that's a good name. I don't know how many people would be familiar with it, I guess. Just because I guess I'm not 100% sure how familiar everybody is. What the fuck? How familiar everybody is with Kirby stuff in general. Of course, from what you've talked about, I would assume you probably would know it. Is the mountain track, like the Autumn Mountain track, its alt theme is the third stage, I think, of the fucking Dark Mind fight from Amazing Mirror, which was really surprising to me, because one, that's not the context I would ever think to hear that song in, because it's like a nice, calm autumn mountain. And it's like that's flying through space fighting a demon, essentially. So I was like, that's interesting. Really good remix, though. Like, no problem with it by any means. It was just kind of strange that it exists. And on that stage, too. I need a cart. Pretty badly. I thought that somebody was playing as a bird there, but it was just the Galactonite icon. Lex Luthor, fuck you. Fuck you. Where's all the fucking stars? The citizens of Earth in Katamari Damacy be like. Free joke for you. Why does the fucking formula start? Because there's nothing here. That was a GameCube. Frank Fresh opened a treasure chest. Good for him. I'm not finding fucking anything. I don't think I'm very good at, like, City Trial, to be honest with you. Okay, man, I don't even know what hit me, but sure. I'll get hit by it, I guess. Warp Star, that's better. Special, yeah. Maybe watch the fuck out. Oh, I guess that was a portal. I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna have plasma when I get out of this. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Holy, Dynablade. This is good. This is really good, actually. Get up here. Yeah! I needed that. That was like one of the very few, City Trial fucking things I still needed. Because Dynablade is weirdly fucking rare. Oh, that was somebody blowing up. That's fine, I guess. Oh, now I can't boost. Oh, wait, I can use this? Except I go slow as fuck. Yeah, I used it a little bit. Yeah, it works for me. Give me that all. Give me that plus all. That's mine. What? One of you fuckers did that. See, I don't think I needed to defeat Dynablade. I think I just needed to hit Dynablade's head. I think that was it. There's no need for me to grab that. Okay, man. I got powers, apparently. It's like playing this online also is just kind of fucking crazy because 90% of the time you're not going to be able to tell what the hell's going on. Like, you're just going to get hit by shit and you'll see like a player icon like just zoom past you at a speed that you could have never had any sort of reaction time to. Unless you were like fucking, I don't know, the robot. Near 4,000. Pretty far away. I need something that flies better. This flies okay, but Wingstar. Up. Need that. I don't know what this is. This is Zapdos? Yeah, it's a Zapdos. That's a fucked up element to this game too, is that people's custom machines get spawned in City Trials, so like sometimes you could just be playing and like bam, there's a penis car in front of you. I haven't had that happen to me yet because I don't really play online very much except for these events, but it's a possibility. Oh, didn't land there. Like the clip of the Has-Been Mobile? That's true. Did they make an item bounce remix? I'm pretty sure that every song from the first game that's in this is not remixed. It's all the same. Same as it was. Same as it ever was, if you will. I don't like any of these, honestly. It's like I don't think I had good enough stats for any of these, but whatever. What the fuck is Marcus doing on a Slickstar? I feel like me and Frank Fresh here are probably the only ones that are gonna be contenders? I mean, Chad's probably got something cooking there, because he's playing as Starman, and Warpstar is pretty good at flight, so... Not as good as Winged Star, obviously. Okay, well, I guess I'll just get last again anyway, never mind. Wait, hang on. I beat Chad? Maybe? I went above him. Yeah, I beat Chad. Okay, what? Okay, yeah, I think I did. I think I'm third, not fourth, which is something. Classic Marcus move. He got higher than me, though, which is crazy. Fucking, my bad, Marcus. Didn't know the Slickstar was gonna go that crazy. Confidant. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that all of the tracks that are returning are just exactly the same as they were. Yeah, this one sucks. This one sucks. That one's doable, but it sucks. That one's also doable, but also sucks. It's like you only get 3 ones that you can break. Because it's like, it gives you the hammer thing like in Smash, where you can just break the bits of the, break ones that you don't want to do. So it's like, I can use this on the ones that I don't care about, because it's like, I don't want to do that, because destroy 2 huge pillars after they appear in a single field event means you have to be in a match with enough people for it to spawn 2 pillars, because if you don't have enough people, only 1 spawns. And then with that, and everybody immediately flocking to the pillars because you get a lot of shit for breaking them, you have to be the one to do the final hit on both of them, and they could be spawned way fucking across the map. So you have to have really good offense, really fast speed, and probably flight, because you're gonna need to get around everything. And you need to make sure that nobody else is at that status other than you, because then they'll break it and you won't get the credit. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It seems like that's how it works, given how the other ones work. This one sucks because it's just like you don't know when you're gonna get a sensor bomb. People aren't usually that you can't really tell when people are gonna be close to each other unless you drop it at like an event. But then it's like you have to be carrying a sensor bomb and they're rare to begin with. 5 treasure chests is just annoying because you have to wait for the treasure chest event to spawn and then get 5 of them. And then this one's annoying because you have to wait for the halberd to show up, which is rare. And then you also have to have the flight and control to be able to get to the very tip top of like the observation deck. It's like I almost did it once, but I had a vampire star, which has not the best handling in the air. So I got like very slightly turned to the side and didn't grab it. I was very angry about it. It was that close. In one checkbox more. Anyway, do a little more. Fucking love Hugh Morris. Hugh Morris is pretty funny. I was kind of surprised how many people didn't seem to understand that his name wasn't just like a regular guy name. His name is Humorous. I saw people being, I saw a few people on Twitter, I'm pretty sure, being like, it's crazy, it's so funny that they gave him like such a normal name. It's like, guys. Took me until I actually watched the presentation. I mean, I can understand that because it's like hearing it said is easier to figure out, I think. Waddle DJ, that's pretty sick. Ronathan. Me was here. Poke Slash, Crit. $sign Mateo, $sign. Yeah, it's Seth. Does that lock everyone in on that? I think it does. That just means that it's forcing everyone to do that instead of pick from 4. Kinda sucks. I don't really like target flight, especially in multiplayer because people can actually like have brains during it and steal shit from you. See, that's the thing, is like I love City Trial a lot, but I honestly don't think it's as fun with 12 real people because you have to worry about people actually like getting in your way and ruining things. I think this is a pirate chariot. Did somebody call up Nevins? Sorry, Connor, didn't mean to do that to you. What's up, Pan? Where's Goku? Where's Goku? Where's your dad, Gohan? Dragon Ball joke for you. I couldn't remember if you could pick up items with Cutter. You can't. Alright, man. Get away from me, Connor. I know what I did to you, but you need to give it back. Where's the fucking boxes? They said, oh, boxes contain the same shit. Where? There aren't any. How can they contain the same shit if they don't exist? I think that, yeah. That's an interesting mechanic to me, is that it actually, like, stores the power-ups you pick up. Which is nice, so it's like, it doesn't do that with abilities, though. Like, copy abilities. Don't know why. But like, if you pick up an item, it'll store it for you. Like, if I was in my special, and then I picked up this laser, it would store the laser until I was done and be like, alright, now you can do it. The Game Grumps have passed away. They laughed too hard at Uncle's lunch being replaced with dog's food, probably. If this motherfucker hits me with that fucking thing there, I'm gonna be so mad. Sorry, Dale. I'm gonna do that. Top speed there. I need some like flight though, because if I don't get something that can stay in the air for a little bit, I'm kind of fucked. Because the chariot's whole thing is that it does not fly at all. That's coming from it. I can defeat it. I think that actually does beat it. Which is good. I didn't want to get hit by that. Also, something I was wondering, how does the bitrate look when I stream this? Hey guys. Would a Katamari game with roguelike mechanics be good? I don't know. I'm very picky about roguelikes. Oh, Meteor's incoming. I feel like it could probably work. Sorry about that, Mateo. It could probably work. I just have absolutely no idea where you'd even start. Because it's like... Oh, that's not good. It's like, what would be the... Like, what would you be able to change about a Katamari game that would make sense to be randomized like that? You know? Okay. Apparently that was close. Too close. My shit just goes flying everywhere. Give me all this. That's food, I think. Oh no, it was Ronto break. There was a paper star here, and I wish that I still had it. And I also lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was saying. I need a better star bad. There's nothing but fucking chariots here. Oh my god, a hop star, sure. I don't think this thing even flies either. This Mario level is way too hard. Anyone else have this issue? One tile wall on a platform that goes left and right and I can't jump over the wall. Also, Mario's naked. It's cool. Object layouts. My general idea was every time you got to a certain size, namely when you reach a size where the king shows up to say the game's loading, you were given 3 choices to amp up certain... Okay, yeah, I'm fucked here. Amp up certain effects about the Katamari, like speed, dash limit, friction, collect collision radius, size gain, multiplier, etc. Yeah, I mean, like, I could see that working in some capacity. It would just have to be a hard... I guess it would just be kind of like a tough balance of... Why did that guy try to land there? A tough balance of, like, making things not too crazy, but also making them, like, impactful enough. How did I get 5th on that? Also, is that the Monster Hunter, like, Venus monster thing? Like the big white one? Damn, I'm so close to the shoe. I just noticed that, like, you get a stew sticker, or like curry pot. 1200. That's pretty good. Collect objects more easily, but you'd be a bit slower. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It would just kind of be... Powerhouse is very close to Roundhouse. That's a good goal. It would just kind of be, like I said, it would just be kind of a tricky balance of, like, making sure that everything feels impactful enough for it to be, like, a different enough experience from just playing the game normally. Because it's like, I feel like that's the biggest hurdle for something like that, like a roguelike version of something or a randomizer of a game, is like it would just have to be like, you know, figure out how to make it actually like do something. I don't know. It's like, yeah, as a side mode, it'd be interesting. It'd also just be kind of funny to be able to just fuck around with it and just be like, what if I made my stats here like really crazy, like made my pickup range like this, or made it this fast, you know, stuff like that. It can be interesting. Random object layouts would be an interesting thing too, like Mira had said. Because like that's another one where oh, Pikmin, that's a good name. I really do wonder how that would work out, because it's like you'd have to factor in like the object shape or size. Get a buff that permanently stretches. That would okay, actually that would be kind of sick if like some of the upgrades were like shape. So it's like you could get a buff to something, but then the Katamari is forcibly like turned into the like skinny sumo kid. Or like it's stretched like TMK, like it's got the thin stretch. This guy's gonna attack me. No, he didn't. Okay. Like that would be interesting. Make all the objects in the 5 cm to 20 cm zone giant buildings. That'd be awesome. Tell me that wouldn't be sick. When you land on the ground, it squishes a little. What if you made it so that one of them was just kind of made it, you know, squishy? Where it's like if you bump into something, it kind of deforms it into being thinner. This guy's gonna hit me. Huge pillars. Yeah, the thing I was just complaining about. Just ran into it. I don't know what happened to the camera there. I need something other than the compact star. Much as I do like the compact star for what it is, I can't just use that. Oh, cool Susie star. That's cool. Cool Susie star that's cool. Oh wait, that's cool. Oops. Don't want to get in that guy's way. Good idea. I was thinking a downside effect would be you have to be a bit larger than usual to roll things up. That could be a pretty good one. Where it's just like you have to factor in like, alright, well, I'm gonna need to remember that how I look isn't gonna be the, you know, a good indicator of how I need to do. I need to aim very slightly bigger. That'd be a neat one. Kind of just like stuff that makes you rethink how you're approaching the game. Especially if you're just kind of like going through the motions. And fuck all you guys. Not you guys. Grand Wheelie's rolling down the road. Good for him. Can I actually hit him with this? Oh, you hit a few people with this, honestly. Never mind, I don't have it anymore. Holy. There's some stuff up here. Hey, get your fucking creeper car away from me, dude. What the hell? Steel ball! Okay, I killed someone. Whoops, my bad. Steel ball is like really good for this. Die. Or something. Nice. Holy fucking items. Oh my god. Jesus. Holy fuck. I need something with better flight. Like, quick. Like a wing star or a paper star or some shit. Jet, maybe. Honestly, Swerve Star might not be the worst. That's mine now. Actually, Transform Star probably. Actually, no, I don't like Transform Star. Never mind. I won't use that. Rocket Star, nah. Or Steel Ball posting. Didn't want that, but I took it anyway. Sorry, the best. I didn't know he was gonna get killed. Oh, whoops. This is a good enough star for it. It controls alright in the air. Not crazy.
4, 3, 2, 1, time!
Skydive would be pretty good. Definitely better than the rest of those. Boss Games. Gotta watch out for that guy. Boss Games has many hidden talents. Gotta watch out for this guy, John. I'm going over here. Nobody else better do it. Oh, I don't have very good handling in the air. Still pretty slippery. Whoops. Nope. Alright, well, somebody will definitely beat that. That wasn't very good, to be honest with you. Ooh, Boss Games just threading the needle there into nothing. That's rough. Watch I get first somehow. Second is crazy. I think Boycord only actually won that one because he hit the 1,000 spot right in the middle before anybody else could. I did not have the control to be able to get to that though. There was no way. Let me check back on chat now that my my crackhead dream is over. That was called City Trial. When you land on the ground, it squishes a little. When you increase the amount, it squishes farther and skinnier. Neat. Modifier that gives you the Prince Hop. So you can keep upgrading it to make it higher up, higher jump maybe. That could be interesting. When you land on the ground, it squishes a little. So at some point, you could just squish into a flat pancake and collect everything around you. A downside effect could be you have a bit larger than usual things. I already read that. Normally roll up a caramel at 5 centimeters, you have to be at like 7 to get it. Better if instead playing a normal level, it's more MK mechanics, teleporting you to a different area with each one acting more as its own sort of mini level with its own time limit and rewarding you on how good you do on each. That could be cool. Kind of like, just like, quote unquote, I mean, like, the easiest way I can explain this is like floors in Isaac. Because it's like, you know, almost every roguelike game that has a boss fight ending at any point, you know, has floors as like for their levels. So it's like, you know, floor 1, quote unquote, is inside a house. Floor 2, outside in the yard. Floor 3, in the town streets. Floor 4, the wider town, like maybe the city, you know. And you could keep kind of like going from that, and like if you can hit the limit, hit the goals you need within a time limit, like maybe there could be maybe it's like each stage could be like, okay, the first one is roll up this many par amount of candies. Then stage 2, you go outside, and then it's like, alright, this one's just reach this par size. Stage 3, roll up aquatic things, you know. It's like each one could be this, and like different stuff like that. That could be pretty fun. And then like at the very end, if you get to space, it's like kind of a more abstracted version of space, where it's like, you know, more of a regular level where you can actually have a specific goal, rather than just like, okay, get to the big size and get the object floating in there that is the goal, you know. Cosmos from Amazing, yes, there you go. Power that gives you a crazy speed boost or something similarly helpful, but you're stuck with campfire mechanics for the rest of the run. That would be really funny. Or it's got like a magnet pickup range, but you're stuck with campfire mechanics, so it's like if you touch water, you're done. Royal Ring. I got DDD's lip. I'll do one more of this for tonight. Get the pot of curry sticker. Let's look at some of these people's licenses. Gun Voltic. Michael. Yeah, that's me, but not. Prinny Dude. Munchy Chonker. Cool. First Chin Kirby. Kerbo. The Van Man. Clueless Chonker. A lot of chonkers. And then there's me, the Machine Passage Enthusiast. It is really funny that Chonker is just like a base game title that you can get. Oh, Revenge of Meta Knight music? Oh yeah. You know, us talking about, I've been kind of craving playing it for a few weeks now, and for some reason I haven't. Talking about, whatever it is, Superstar a little bit earlier, making me kind of want to do a stream playthrough of Superstar again. I've done that a lot. I think this would be the 3rd time. But it's a really good game. It's simply too good. I want to have a chariot again, man. Don't have a chariot, man. Art Simpson, if he was giving me advice on how to win this event's stadiums. There's a bomb coming to my location there. Oh, never mind. There's your stars. There's one above me. No, I didn't. I'm about to, though. This shit gonna be sick. Give me that shit. Give me some fucking, like, control at all. Oh, it's because I had the thing, the drill power, that's why. I don't know where the hell the rest of these stars are. It's pointing me to something. I don't know where the hell it is. There's still more? Where? Nowhere now. One of the scariest things in this game is like hearing somebody immediately behind you, because you have no idea what their intention could be. Like, they could just not bother you, or they could just be like, you know what, fuck this guy. I have like the best shit in the game on me right now. Can I break this? Can I break it? Nope, I can't. That was stupid. Magnet, amazing item. Steals everybody else's ship. Everyone's riding UFOs, not me. Like that I had that magnet for that entire time and I don't think I got a single fucking patch with it. It's like that thing is like, spans like an entire football field and you can just grab it from wherever on the map practically. And not a single thing got grabbed. That's nice. Steal everybody else's brain out. It's a good idea. Fuck the, whatever it is, the Kirby thing. Sorry about your Kazooie, buddy. That was mean. This game's so mean. I don't want to be this mean to people. Dust Up Derby, no thanks. That's the one where you fight people and whoever wins gets a bunch of shit. I don't really care that much. I'd rather just do my... I'm gonna do my own thing, as they say. Just like nothing anywhere. Where is everything? Sorry, Wispy. Like all of the fucking patches are just spawning in the ocean. Why is there a giant guy here? What hit me? Huh? What? Get me back in there. All my shit's up there. Paper star. Okay, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get on the paper star. What's that? That's R2-D2. Isn't that nice? Gundam. Well, the paper star is probably gone now. Actually, is it? Oh, whatever. I'm wasting time doing basically nothing. What hit me? Shit's just hitting me that doesn't exist. Okay, that existed. Get away from me. What? I didn't even notice I was on a star, man. That's crazy. I didn't know he was real. Why would you recommend me a high jump? Ideally, I would have had a paper star, but... Me and Chef Kawasaki. Player 14.
3, 2, 1.
See how this guy does. Pretty good, pretty good. But can I hit the 1,000? Yes. I think I basically guaranteed won that. Okay, that was against the bot, so... I think it only ends like that, like before they even hit the ground, if it's a bot, so... That's good. First place. Didn't even give me Snow Pal for that amazing performance. Whatever. Whatever. I think that's all the air riders I'll do for the time being. Oh yeah. One thing I wanted to show. Collection? Yeah. Also, I think this is supposed to be implied to be Kirby's new phone, which is awesome if it's true. I hope it is. Anyway, you go to Mount Amber Falls Alt. Yeah, it's the second form of Knight of Dark Mind. Pretty sick. Dark Mind does really, really good music, so I was very happy to see this. So I don't remember what the other ones are. Oh yeah, the Nova one was a little bit disappointing to me because it's crowned. I was like, that would have been so perfect for Mind in a Program. It's like, crowned isn't bad by any means. Crowned is very good, but it could have been Mind in a Program because it's Galactic Nova, you know? Burning Churning Power Plant. I think this is from... This one's from Robobot, I'm pretty sure. Pre-Cave Offensive Remix, of course. Good one. I do like how dinky it is here in this part. Bug-Eyed Foes. I think this one's from like the end of Triple Deluxe, because there's like the bug waddle bees. I think that's what it's talking about. Song of Supplication. This is the Mage Sisters theme, I think. Pretty sure. Ice Island. I think this is Mass Attack. Because I remember I didn't recognize it, so I looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's Mass Attack. Float Islands, you know, basic. Good though. Well, basic in that Float Islands is, you know, classic. Where are fields? Oh yeah, just Vegetable Valley. This is kind of funny because the only ones that aren't remixes are like the more modern ones, so like Robobot. I think basically everything from Return to Dreamland up isn't remixes for these alt tracks, but then everything from the original game is just the original tracks essentially, I think. Because yeah, Spring Breeze is just chiptune. Forest Stage, I think this might be from Melee? I'm not sure. But it is a remix, so I guess I was kind of wrong. I love that this one's just the arena. It's a great song. It's just funny. I think this one might be from Melee too. Don't quote me on that. But it is a remix. This one's obviously just Revenge of Meta Knight 1. Which is still weird to me that they never gave these like proper names, because this one's Revenge of Meta Knight 2. It's like, I'm pretty sure that like fan names for them is like stuff like I think this one is like Revenge of Meta Knight, and then this one is like Boarding the Halberd or something, which I think is a better name. Beginner's Room. I think this is the tutorial from Superstar. Also a remix, so I'm still wrong again. And then an obvious remix because it's fucking Green Greens. On vinyl for $500? I mean... It'd be worth. What are the remixes for these? For the Planet Popstar from 64. I'm a hungry pink puffball. I do not remember what this one is. I think it might be Drum Dash. Now that I think about it. Or is it... No, it might be from the isometric one. Dream Buffet. That's what. I still haven't played like any of that game. I streamed it once and that's practically all I played. I didn't play much of that. To the Fall Guys knockoff. It kinda is. Was it after Fall Guys? Yeah, I guess it was, because I think I started streaming after Fall Guys came out. Yeah, because Fall Guys was like... 2019? Was Fall Guys 2017? No. No, it couldn't have been. Let me look that up. It might be just 2020 and I'm just going insane. Fall Guys. If you look up, at least for me, if I look up Fall Guys on Google, one of the first results is an 8-minute video of just some guy wearing a hat staring directly at me, and it just says, Fall Guys, we need to talk. Description: Fall Guys is one of the best games ever made, but Epic Games is wasting its wasting its potential by not providing consistent updates. They are right on that. Epic did kind of completely fuck Fall Guys. But, best games ever? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah, it was August 4th, 2020. Katamari month is older than Fall Guys. Confirmed. Background for the music player, the Windows Vista default background, because it's Kirby's new phone. The Windows Vista phone. Actually though, where is Katamari in Fall Guys? Or where was? It probably wouldn't get enough support to get it now. I'm pretty sure that the only, like, licensed characters I have in Fall Guys... I think I have Godzilla, because I think I played during that. I have... Let me pause this real quick. I have Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui, because I think they were a bundle. I have Mothra. And... Bomberman. I think I played the Astrobot event, but I never got him. Never got Sackboy either. So I think, like, the only reason I got those ones that I did was because I was, like, willing to still play Fall Guys. When was the last time there was a Mira stream? The last stream, I think. As long as I'm not going insane, and the last stream was the finishing the King build one. Because she was just on the server. I was like, you know what, let's just get Nicole. Also, I think this one's from Kirby Battle Royale, which is another game I haven't played at all. It was on 3DS, like at the end of its life cycle. Very cool art style in that game, though. Oh, no. There hasn't been, like, a Mira Twitch stream, like, in years. Actually, when was the last one? Wasn't the last one, like, last year because you were playing Peggle while waiting for me or something? Cloudy Park. This is Dreamland 3? No. It might be, though. Dark Matter one was very good. I think this is Dreamland 3 here. Why do these just sound like Katamari Amore songs? Yeah, I can kind of see that in the instrumentation. It's one of those things where it's like Kirby songs are so singular, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like nobody's doing it like the Kirby sound to him. Like there's no game that sounds like a Kirby game, you know? That Streamline 3 for Dark Matter, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that I remember the, like the Robobot remix of the Dark Matter from Dreamland 2 doesn't sound anything like that, so I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3. Although I think that one's Dark Matter Swordsman specifically, but I don't think they have different songs in Dreamland 2. Probably take up too much space on the cartridge. We get a Kirby Battle Royale stream? Ideally, yes, at some point. I'd love to play through it. Because it's like, Kirby's one of those series where it's just like, if there is a game in it that I haven't played, I would like to play it regardless of its quality. A spinning jungle. I don't know what this is. Trying to place it. I don't know. But Team Kirby Clash Deluxe? I mean, I've played it. I've played both Kirby Clashes, or I guess all 3, technically, if you want to count the minigame version. I've played all of them. Kirby Clash is fun. It's just not a game that I think I would ever want to see to completion because of its structure. Battle Alone. I don't know what that one is. It's good though. Pink ball activated its Robobot suit. Hints of Mirrors and Regret. It's Taranza. I think actually speaking of Kirby Clash, I'm pretty sure that this is like the alternate like another dimension Taranza, like evil Taranza game. I did actually beat it, granted, using save data editing to get the gem battles bullshit. It's mid. Yeah, I can imagine marathoning it would not be very fun. It'd probably be a lot more fun playing with 3 actual friends too, rather than solo. Probably not by a crazy amount, but... I remember the best feature of the Switch one, which I think is Super Kirby Clash, I want to say. The best feature of that one is that you can do like the new like how in the new Mario Party games you can like you can use the stickers of characters, so it's like you could send like a Donkey Kong going like, yeah, okay, like with a thumbs up in Mario Party. You can do that in the new Kirby, like the Switch Kirby Clash. So like you could just get into a game and spam the Chef Kawasaki like "Let's Get Cookin'" sticker, which was awesome. Also here's all the music here. You can see it's all the same. If anything, it's remastered probably. It's just the same but longer, yeah. Huge, unidentified pillar. Massive, mysterious flying machine. Hurry to reception. This is a good song. Speaking of Kirby Clash, I think I mentioned this before. Did you know that apparently the Magalore running the shop in those games is the same Magalore from the main series? That's where he showed up at the end of at the end of Magalore Epilogue. He escaped another dimension to get sent there. They made us shut up. I still haven't finished Magdalene Epilogue, but if that is a plot point at the end of it, I did get it spoiled. But I'm like, not that big of a deal. I was somewhat recently finally getting back to Return to Dreamland Deluxe, because I think like within the past couple months I picked it back up and finished all of Merry Magoland except for the like extra achievements that are like really hard, because I saw those. I was like, I know that they exist. I know there is a music reward tied to them. But I was like, I'm fine with never finishing these because they sound not fun. You did the extra missions? God damn. Theme of Penn and Teller? What? Where's Theme of Penn and Teller? Really bad one. Yeah, Samurai Kirby one was interesting. Versus Nightmare. Theme of Penn and Teller. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then once I am done going to the bathroom, I'll boot up Blockbench and we can start with the cousin stuff. You know, make Roundhouse a little bigger. Alright, hi, I'm back. I have a question for any Rolling Live heads. Specifically, probably Chorus, because I feel like they're probably the most knowledgeable on how that game like works on the back end, I guess. To be honest with you. So I only have 2 more 50 Candy fans left. I have Dr. Katamari and the Cute Cow, which apparently only Dr. Katamari is like, you won't believe this, Katamari 2 and Crabs. So it's like, he has been really rough. I've gotten like everybody else pretty easily, but he's been kind of a snag for some reason. Don't know why. He just has not been sending anything. But Cute Cow is only apparently available to chat in Cowbear, which is irritating. But I want to know, do we know if chat messages count if you restart the level? Because if that works, if you could just hit play again rather than finish the level, that would make it a lot less bad. But I have no idea if that works. Like, I could obviously just try it, but I don't know. If there is an answer, I wouldn't want to waste the time, you know? They don't, you have to finish the stage. Okay, that's what I assumed. I was like, that sounds like it would be way too good to be true. But like, I need these fucking candies, because it's like, otherwise I'm gonna have to wait like, I don't know what, like fucking 10 days, because, or not exactly 10 days, like 9 days. 9 or 8 days or something, I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7 days. Reason being is I have 892 candies at the moment. And I'm going for the hat first. Thank you, thank you. So I got the formal outfit first, because that was cheap. And then I'm putting like all the 50 candy stuff towards the hat, because that's 999. And then I'm going to attempt over time to maybe get the I don't want versus Gigantus playing while I'm doing this. To attempt to maybe go the rest of the way and get 700 for the mask. It's definitely not guaranteeing myself that, but the hat is very much doable at this point because I have 892. So that's in the bag. So let me back out of this so that it can like save my can back up my save data and I get some My Nintendo Platinum points. Should grind for all the presents for another 200 hours from candy requests. That's such a good idea. Candy requests are legitimately probably the most irritating thing in a Katamari game, I think. In my opinion. Because they, by just kind of virtue of it being not having microtransactions, you would assume that you'd get like 5 or something out of doing one of those, at least. And the fact that you only get one and it changes to a random stage every time, and you can get it on the fucking like cousin stage like 3 times in a row. Like the amount of times I've had to play the cousin stage over and over again just because of those fucking candies, like thinking that it was a good idea to go after them, is so stupid. It's like unbelievable. It's just like there's really no reason. Like that really just feels like a vestige of like this game was originally going to not be an Apple Arcade exclusive and was going to have microtransactions. Play some GBA. Maybe. Maybe not. I still need to play that new Animal Crossing update and get 100 platinum points for doing it. Look at these rewards though. Some Game & Watch Gallery 3 shit. Pretty sick. I was personally a Game & Watch Gallery 4 head. I had Game & Watch Gallery 4 on GBA. It's a fun ass game. Play Fire Emblem, I think that's the Roy one. Probably. He's not on here though, which is weird if it is the Roy one, because you'd assume that, you know, they'd have Roy there. See, I hate Nintendo fans because it's like, I don't give a fuck about Fire Emblem by any means, and at worst, I resent it slightly because of the things that people have put on my timeline about it. Because that's the annoying part. But it's like, it's also just like, I just know for a fact that I would not want to play Fire Emblem. Like, I don't like strategy games by any means. The Switch menus look so lifeless. I kind of like them. It's just like, I wish that... It's like, I like them in the fact that they are so easily functional. Like, they're very easy to use. There's no, like, fucking around with them. You don't need to mess with anything. It's just, here's your games. Click on them. But at the same time, stuff like the 3DS menu was very nice. How customizable it was. Roundhouse lost in space. Oh yeah, I guess I can show the other model that I have a turnaround for already. We got Bob Bro. Don't know where Bob Bro's gonna go in the pack order. But Bob Bro was a very easy recolor, and I was like, you know, I should just put him in there. My anti-goat. Bob Bro antis. Sorry, Roundhouse, you gotta go for now. When's Kingser and Princessized Bonbon? The Princess Bonbon will be pretty simple because the dress is a lot more simple than putting together legs and feet. Kingser, however, is another story. Kingser would be a fucking weird one to do. Unless we just went with the joke of the king face being a, like, extruded flat texture, which would be kind of funny. But, I don't know. It'd be really big, too. Nick Bro custom player model. I mean, that would be pretty easy if you just kind of, like, changed the head, mostly. Because I don't really know how it would work other than that. Unless you just made him the model just sliding around like you did in the cutscenes. Which could also work. Maybe make it so that, like, when you interact with something or punch, his entire body just, like, flies forward a little bit. Could be kind of funny. Yeah, I can turn on music again. Okay, question. I don't know if any of you would even know. Is Schmeckens from Rick and Morty? I feel like Schmeckens is from Rick and Morty. I almost said, like, yeah, give me a Schmecken. And I was like, hang on a second. Not only is that not very funny, I think that's also from Rick and Morty. President Nick Bro's grown such a big reputation. Yeah, it sounds like Rick and Morty. It's like Schmeckles. Alright, so what's the first one to do? I mean, I guess I can just kind of... Oops. I keep getting, like, bits of something right underneath my mouse, and it's like, I can feel the, like, granules of it, like, underneath it, and it's irritating the fuck out of me. I don't know what it is, because I haven't eaten anything that has crumbs up here. I had a bagel earlier, but that was like hours ago. It was literally like 10 hours ago. I don't know why that would be there. Where is Roundhouse? Oh, there he is. Just to show you the model. And it's full glory, full rotation here. Look at him go. Why can't I follow you? What do you mean? Oh, it's your old account. Oh. Weird. How do you always have, like, random fucking accounts? He looks like a penis. I think that was on the initial name list. Hang on. Also, I never looked at stream reference. What is this? Oh, the Yoshi toy where it, like, cracks out of the egg. I think I've seen a GIF of this before. That's pretty sick, though. I like that a lot. You know, Yoshi's Island is another game that I need to play on stream. I've never done it on stream, and it's like one of my all-time favorites. This is the wrong channel. Why am I looking in here? Cousin submissions, not models. Okay, yeah, the choices for Roundhouse's name were Nutsutoad, Totsuo, Pinhode, Roundhouse, Toad Nutsuo, Sorry Nick Bro, but our princess sized is in another, and then Dildo. I think we made the right choice in going with Roundhouse, though. Dildo John. Dildo John's pretty funny, but it's no Roundhouse. Oh, Dildo John, you're no Roundhouse. It's a reference to a movie I haven't seen. Also, I think the hardest part of this was the shoes, just trying to figure out like what the fuck should these look like. And so I ended up just making them kind of symmetrical on either side. Originally it was going to be a little bit smaller and a little bit thicker on the back. But then I was like, you know what, it kind of makes sense for it to just be kind of like the same on both sides. The sides are like the same. I think I did the right thing there. And they're like slightly forward a bit so that they're not you know, they're not too long, and also it looks like he's kind of, you know, a little bulbous. I did wonder if like he seems too flat, but I was like, nah, I think this is good. I think this is accurate enough to what he should look like. So yeah, we got that. We got Roundhouse. Obviously him and Bob Bro will be added to the rotations thing soon. But the first thing, we gotta do Champ. My awesome sketch. It doesn't have a transparent version, so we'll just screw it and do that. I like how loud the like weird little like scrape sound there, like that rink, rink, rink. So this will be an interesting one. I think that the I don't want the elytra on the back to be too similar to how I did Owl last year. Because Al had actual, like, coattails. Oh, I guess that's, like, lower down, so it isn't really all that similar. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know what? Hang on. I got a better idea on how to do this. So, we're gonna do the mandibles here on the top of her head. So I'm thinking, here's my thinking. We do it about this thick, have it kind of rotated out like this, and then rotate, and then have another one going straight up and down here. And then from there, we add in the teeth on it, and then rotate the whole thing to fit on the head, and then just kind of, you know, mirror that. I think that'll work. Also, I want to add a cube into there. Because I've been having weird issues with how Blockbench is handling where my where the textures are being pulled from, and I don't really feel like having to go through and remap everything. Back-to-back 64, yeah. It is always weird when that happens because I'm pretty sure this playlist has almost 1,000 songs? Yeah, 996 songs on it. It is currently 1.8 days. It was actually at 985 songs after I added the Once Upon soundtrack. But then a little while ago I added in some Mario Paint. A few days ago. And why don't I have these? Alright. Time to lock in. So it's a pretty gradual incline here. That works. Did I ever add this one? No, I actually didn't. I need to still do that. I think I got stuck trying to figure out how I should like handle the credit on it. Like the artist names and stuff, and like how to keep them all together. I think the way to do it would just be kind of put it under like various artists or something. Some songs we just do not know who made. Can't grab the arrow. So here's what I'm thinking here. So do that. And then mandible. Sync them all to that. Not quite what I'm looking for. Not quite my tempo. Shrink that down a little more. What the fuck? Why did that like perfectly fit like that? That's weird. Oh wait, no, I guess no, it isn't weird because I moved it to be snapped to that, so no shit, it would be on the same grid. Most notably, Nick Burr's canonical theme. It's called Gnon. See, that's why I was so confused at first. Like, I assumed that, like, one of you had come up with Gnon. I thought that was, like, an original thing, because I'd never heard it. Yeah, this is cool. That's why I wanted it so bad at first. I was just like, yeah, I have some, like, original music that you guys made. And then you were like, yeah, we don't know who made this. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Also, idea. Kind of making it like this, maybe? Would Champ's idol be swinging around like the beetle fight? I don't know. Because, like, she's obviously based on, like, a stag beetle. So it's like, I think maybe something like, I don't know, because it would definitely be kind of like wrestler themed. I think that would like make the most sense. But I don't know. So I think I like that. I think that looks pretty good. And just make sure that the whole thing has the same pivot. I don't accidentally fuck anything up. You rotate it very slightly, and drop it down. Or maybe rotate it more this way. Nah, it's too big. I was like, did I make it too small? No. No, I didn't. It's just drawn kind of shitty. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. And then can duplicate these. Flip X. There we go. Should no antenna and the antlers were antenna colored. I was thinking that at first too, but then I was like, I feel like the contrast would be a little bit jarring. And then it would be kind of just like where would the red go, you know? Because it's like if it was on the teeth, it just looked like blood. And I was like, maybe I don't know if I want that. So it's like I thought it would be kind of funny to still have the antenna just there in the middle. So it's like she's got beetle mandibles sticking out of the top of her head like antlers for some reason. So it's like the thing that should be on the mouth is just sticking straight up in the air and probably useless. And then she's still got the antenna too. Make the teeth blue and have the antenna balls. I could try it. How big is this? 0.75. Trying to get the size right, because I can't really snap it to the right grid if I just move it around. That's not what I meant. Try those. fuck? And get this out of here. Let's see here. Let's try and grab all of these. I'll rotate it. I'll say like 4. Honestly, I don't know how much I like it. Like, it's a fun idea, but I don't know. Diabolical fucked up antennas. Yeah, no, it is a fun idea. I don't know, I think I do like the antenna in the middle between the mandibles more. I think part of it was, and like kind of, it's like sort of coming back to me like what I was, one of the things I was thinking of that she would like do, because I still haven't written the description for her yet. I can just delete that. Is that she'd be able to like crush fruits and stuff with the mandibles and stuff, so she could just like take like a watermelon and just like smash it in half. Just like hold it up on the top of her head. So, you know, balance it on the antenna. Just psh. A nutcracker. Big ass walnut on top. Obviously the proportions here wouldn't really allow for that, but you know, use your imagination. Do a little abstraction here, cartoon logic. Like stretch them out or something and just smash. Because, I won't. I don't know if I want. Do I want to talk about this yet? There's secret stuff that I kind of want to talk about, but I don't know if I should yet. So I don't know how I'm going to do the arms. Also, I think I will just kind of almost do the, whatever it is, do the elytra kind of the same way as the, whatever it is, as the coattails from L. So I got that. Also, by the way, this is such a good soundtrack. No idea if the game itself is actually any good. It was unreleased. I think, obviously, since the entire soundtrack is out on the internet, the ROM is probably out there somewhere. But yeah, I think having the elytra like this would be good. Easy to draw on. Though, I could go a little crazy here. Use some of those new rotations. Do a little bit of that. Yeah. That's nice. There you go. We'll connect them in there. It's just the head's kind of weird. Head's like bigger than you'd expect. Yeah, I think that looks good. Another thing I was imagining with the description is that maybe the king mentions that like the wings on her back seem to just be there for show. They don't actually work. But she just flies like the rest of the cousins anyway. So it's like they're kind of just useless. I'm thinking that maybe I do it kind of like, because I'm thinking about the arms now. I'm thinking that maybe I could do almost like how Lucha's stance is, because, you know, give her kind of a wrestling-ish influence given the beetle fight aspect. Can push both arms up a bit. So it's like one arm is kind of just out like this here. So one arm is kind of like that. A little farther out. Maybe one of them is sort of bent to the side or something. I don't know. So crazy being able to actually like rotate shit in a reasonable fashion now. So I need to like not completely forget which parts of each one of these I need to use. Also, this should be extended out a little bit. Make this look a little better, I think. So it's like she's got kind of like arm back, one hand out. Does it cut him already? So yeah. So it's like one arm's like a little bit reeled back, one arm's kind of outstretched, like kind of palm out. Can probably move these down a little bit. No, that's down a little too far. I never want it to be too extended out like that, because it's like, if it's like, well, nah, I like this more. Because if it's like almost flat like that, it's like, it's fine, because it kind of looks like a shoulder. So it's like, I'm not too pressed about that one. But this one, it's like, I felt like it looked a little weird coming out of the body the way it did. Anyway though, let's duplicate this and drop down one, and then make all the rotations 0, so it's easy to work with. There we go. Also, I don't know why I never bothered to, like, I fixed a couple things about this model, but one of the things I never fixed was actually putting the pivot point in a reasonable spot. I don't know why. Also, this has a very slight deflate, so it's like not exactly on the same grid as everything else. I don't know why I deflated it a little bit. What does it look like if it's not? Obviously it'll look bad like this, but that's why. It's a little too thick. Makes sense. But I was thinking with these, with the remaining 2 arms, I might just kind of make them like flexing. I don't think this is too much like Asura. Hopefully. And put a muscle, little like bicep bump on each of them. That'd be kind of funny. Be a bit much though, I think. I don't think that there should be like unique aspects for like an idle animation like that, or unique like model elements for an idle animation like that, probably. Although I'm kind of wondering here. If I flip it Y, it flies all the way up here. Holy loud movie downstairs. I think they were watching Pulp Fiction down there, because I'm pretty sure I heard like some Jules yelling at everybody in the Kahuna Burger scene. Or about the Kahuna Burger. I don't know if this looks good. I guess let's duplicate it and flip it over to the other side to see it. Is that looking alright? I think that's fine. Though, I do have one idea. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I got one idea that I think might look cool. Maybe. Possibly. Make it almost look like she's got like balled up fists. Untextured, it looks a little bit too much like the like the legs, but I think that in practice it'll look alright. I might also like bring it up a little bit here. I don't know if that came through. That was a very loud noise downstairs. They got that TV up. I'll say that's good. Though, now that I say it's good, could be better. And what I mean by that is... like this. Oops. Kind of one leg a little forward like that. And we go simple with this one. Kind of rotate it back a little bit. That works. Now the question is, so for the original models, I based them off of the Me and My sprites, where they all have like this face. You know, without the nose, but you know, they all have the face like that. But for the Once Upon Cousins, let me just pull them up. I made it so that all of their faces have the actual like smile that Cousins just have by default now. I don't know what people would want. I think maybe by a cousin by cousin basis. Kind of like maybe based on the concept art that I'm given. I'll kind of give them a smile or give them the like old style, just like rectangle mouth. I think Lucky will be a smile one. I think that'll work. The other question is how people are gonna want the coloration of the faces and like antennas, because these colors I have here are the modern design ones, because before I was using the colors picked from my Beautiful Cut and Murray screenshots. This one is specifically from, I think it's originally from KDO art actually, now that I think about it, but you know, they try to go like with super bright, saturated yellows and reds now, just in general. So it's like, I mean, even before a lot of official art had them like super, super bright. But I think I'll probably keep them like this unless people want me to give them a different one. Because color palette wise, it's like, that's a very easy change to make. It's like, if I make a model and someone's like, I think the colors should be darker, I can just go in the Photoshop or Blockbench and just replace the color, and it's perfectly good. Alright, so I'm gonna go 128 for this, specifically because there are no real details, but 128 is easy to make the mouth on. Otherwise I have to fuck around with like whatever it is, that one thing. Making a square to like kind of place in front of the mouth to give it the illusion that it's a smile, but it's actually two different squares. Don't want to bother with that, so. So I've already started making the making the pack setup, so technically Roundhouse is already usable in Minecraft. I haven't put him on my server or anything yet, but he's already all set up and ready to go, so he's all set. So I'm not gonna like wait to put these cousins into the pack and get them implemented. I'll be pretty quickly put together there. Champ. I named the fucking texture Lucky, god damn it. Can I rename this? Save as. Okay. Champ. There we go. Thing is though, did I save that in the right place? No, I did not. Damn it. I've been trying to make a habit of saving the textures directly into where they're going to go in the resource pack, because it makes my life a lot easier. Because I don't have to go through different JSON files and... what the fuck? What are you talking about? Change file. Champ.png. Just make a new one. Motherfucker. Did it like corrupt itself? Why is it white? Save. Yes. Alright. White champ, huh? I guess. I don't know why it did that. Kind of weird though. It's actually got like different shades and everything. What am I doing? Alright. Oh wait, no, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Doing the classic trick of color pick from the base cousin. And then forget to go into paint mode. It's the classic trick. Everybody knows it. Also, speaking of colors for the like face and antenna and stuff, Puff, what would you like me to do for comma? Because I'm gonna do comma after I finish this texture. Do you want the old, whoops, do you want the old like beautiful style, or would you rather these more modern bright colors? Because I'm kind of erring on the side of bright colors for mine now, just because it fits in a little better with like the current aesthetics. But that's just me. So I don't know what other people would prefer. Also, something I want to try here. Make the teeth a different color, maybe? I kind of like that, yeah. Yeah, I'll keep that. glad that everything actually, like, became its own color here, or became its own texture, because I've been having issues with that recently. Which I think I mentioned, but I'll mention it again. Alright, now, now the question is, I gotta go into here. Let's open up Pum Prince. You can see Pum Prince here. He's got what? 2 pixels there. Alright. Let's. Although actually, yeah, whatever. Let's do 2. Wait. Yeah. 2 here. I need to turn on mirror painting. Otherwise this is gonna be way more annoying. Also, I'm almost feeling like I should have some sort of, like, I don't know how you describe it, some sort of, like, irregularity in her, like, pattern on the side here. If that makes sense. I don't know if it should just be like the flat thing there. Let me try something. Let me see something real quick. I kind of like this. And then maybe give it a little bit of this on this side. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like it. I think. And was that a bit too much? I don't know. Just mind a stack of diamonds? That's so sick. What are you gonna do with them? And that reminds me, I think I mentioned I watched the Minecraft Adventure Time special. And part of it, like the beginning of it, is Jake getting Finn to like mine a shit ton of diamonds with him, and then Jake just spends the rest of the episode throwing the diamonds into lava and nothing else. That's true, you do still have iron. I'd say that's worth the investment. Also, what's your take on this so far? On Lucky? I keep calling her fucking Lucky. I can't call her that. Namco ruined that for me. They stole my shit. Yeah, I think this is good. So I was like, I don't know if I want to have it just like the flat, like, up and down. Like, this is the ring of this texture color. Here is the next ring of this color. It's delicious, guy. Yeah, I think I like this. I like this. Now the one thing we gotta do is this. Which seems like it's pretty simple. And the one thing is just actually getting all this shit. Okay, I need to put these in a folder because they're Very large. Whoops. Did I see the new stuff you added to your base? Nah, I was on a little bit earlier today because I was trying out a high-res screenshot mod. Trying to see how like 4K screenshots of King and like Nick Bro statue would look. But for some reason it was like showing unloaded chunks at the bottom of my screen on the screenshots, which was not what I wanted. So I gotta do a little trial and error on that one. So that was like I set my whatever it is, my iPad screensavers or wallpapers to pictures of Nick the Redeemer statue, but they're pretty low res, just 1080p, and the iPad is insanely high resolution, so I should try to get some higher resolution screenshots. Also, God, this song is so long. Better a few new rooms over the past few days. Okay. Okay. I think this is good. I think I like how this came out. Listen to that V1 selection. I don't. Let's hide reference images so we can get a nice review. I think she looks good. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now we gotta go on display here. You know what I wish? You know, this is a complaint about the new art style that I've got. I hate that the cousins don't have palms anymore. You know? They just have ball hands. I think. Unless I'm tripping. You know what they say, don't even trip, dog. So I wouldn't want to be doing that. But I'm pretty sure, don't they just have like sphere hands now? They don't have like the different like lighter colored palms. Like, I felt like that was a nice little aspect to their design, because you could like kind of bend their hands like mittens almost. So it was almost like they had like a space where fingers would be. Like it makes the pose, you can make more dynamic poses by like having them kind of have their palm outstretched, or like make it look like, oh yeah, their palms are out, you know, stuff like that. I know I did that for a few of the original models. Like I know Moo has that, because his were very distinctly visible because they were light gray and the rest of them was just jet black. So, you know, pretty easy to see. Yeah, I think Champ's all good. I was gonna say that maybe I should add like an outline to the elytra here, but I don't know. I feel like that would be too much. I don't want to go too crazy on the detail. I already kind of did that with Al, which I'm comparing her to a lot. But I think with Al it made more sense because it's like, you know, he has like an ornate jacket on, fancy stuff. But it's like she's just supposed to be kind of very simple in the coloration, like just 3 colors. 4 colors, I guess, because the elytra are slightly darker shade of blue than the body. Well, she needs to be shrunk down a little. Actually, this is something I never remember to do. That doesn't help me much, actually. What if I just... No, that... Actually, yeah, that does help. Never mind. what a cool number this is. When it could just be fucking 1.9. It's good enough. This is Buge. This is Buge. Alright. I'll wait on the turnaround model. I think that'll be the new thing I do. I won't do the turnaround model immediately. I'll just go on to the next cousin. Also, yeah, here's Pum Prince, if you hadn't already seen for a minute ago. Good old Pum Prince. Everyone's favorite fan character. Also, here's Moob. My initial thing, I had it as Mooby because it was like supposed to still be pronounced Moob, but I was like, do I want it to be Moob, like M-U-U-B, because the whatever it is, the you know, moobs are a different thing. Why does he look so long in the combined previews? What do you mean? Do you mean in the reference images? Right here? Oh, I get it, because the torso, I see. Stretched out. You know what, that would be a fun cousin design, I think. Like just a prince that just tapers up. He's just really wide on the bottom and just tapers up like a cone. Just really tall. And he's got like long ass arms. That could be a fun design. Somebody steal that. Maybe he's got like a smaller head too. I think there's an idea there. Anyway. We got new shit to do. I don't know why I closed out of the base model, because we need that for our next cousin. Comma. This will be an interesting one. Which of these poses do you think I should do? I think I should do this one. One color, yeah. That's what I assumed. Alright, so... delete face. That's the first step. So instead of doing it any reasonable way, I'll just do it like that. Let me take the whole head. I don't know if I'll actually use that nose. I might. Alright. So now we do the body. This is usually how I like to do kind of tapering designs like this. Does this actually like fit in perfectly with the size of the thing? It does. I don't know if I want it to be like that though. Do you think it should be like this? Where it kind of just like fits exactly the size, the shape of the antenna? Yes? Okay. Do you think this is good shape? One thing I might do though is maybe like that. So it's a little bit more of a... I think that's better. Maybe. I don't know. Unless it's supposed to be a little bit more average cousin size and less, like, sharp inclined cone. Which do you like more? Kind of bigger midsection or higher or more extreme angle? Not to just defer everything to you, but I'm kind of feeling the cone. Also, this is such a good remix. I'm pretty sure there's like some sort of lore thing for the band here, Clickbait, where the singer for the yeah, I guess singer, the front man of the band is like just like gets mad at people on Twitter all the time. And there was like some point where he was like, you know what, Squid Squad actually stole Splat Attack from us. Like, Splat Attack was our song, but like, you know, I'm not gonna do anything about them stealing. But like, it's not theirs. It's a really funny guy to make a character. It's like, he's a really funny character. Baker, I think is his name. Like, you just, like, I'm pretty sure it's like one of the art books for 3 just had, or no, it might be it might be the Splatoon 3, like, soundtrack CD. I think it's the soundtrack CD. There's like a whole page in the, like, insert booklet that's just Baker's Twitter feed of him, like, getting pissed off and starting arguments. It's like, that's really awesome because there's so many fucking musicians that just cannot stop being an asshole on the internet. It's like, that's a great type of guy to just have be like a canon Splatoon character. Okay. Another question. Should the arm be like kind of more down here? Or should they both basically be coming out of the neck? Because on the art it's like one of them's a little bit down and one of them's coming out of the neck, but that is probably, I don't know. Although actually no, both of these have it like right out of the neck there. Yeah, no, that... As soon as I like looked, I was like, actually, wait a second. The answer is right there. What do we think of that? That looks good. It's like the thing here, why flat hand? I was just thinking, but like the way that it is here, I was kind of almost interpreting it as almost kind of like hand out, just sort of like, I don't know. You think this is good though? Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like kind of hand to the side or anything, or if it should just be like this. I don't know. Like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I almost wonder here. I just kind of do that. Hey everybody. Watch out for those flying noodles. You need to eat noodles. You don't do well here. All you get to eat are noodles. Okay, what about that? I don't know. That's the spice? Alright. I was like, I feel like it looks weird kind of jutting down to here because it just makes it look like the shoulder kind of... like they're just kind of coming out of random spots, like this is a little too low, whereas this one is completely straight. And it's like, I think I've done shit like that before, but with how direct and like right in the middle of the design it is, felt like it looked a little more weird than it should. So it's like maybe a little bit of like a joint here would make more sense. Anyway, let's do a little bit of rotation on here. I'm fine with sort of cheating the clipping through the model here. I don't think it really matters all that much. And you know what? Let's see if we can rotate this a very slight bit to the side. Just because we can, you know? You know? Because we just friggin' can. Oh, here's one other thing, actually. Because I know some cousins don't have it. Well, actually, I guess if she has this, like, ring there on the bottom of the shirt, I assume that the butt would also be there. For lack of a better term to describe it. It's just, you know, not drawn. I'd assume it would probably be like the same color as the legs, though. Now, the next piece of the puzzle here is, how should the face work? Because should this be like, do you think it would be better to have it painted on or jutting out a little bit? I feel like either could work. Because I don't think that like the painted on, alright. Because I think painted on is better for yeah, you'd be able to do that if it was jutting out a little bit more. It's just that, what is it? The, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like, I guess it's like, it doesn't have the yellow outline, so it's like, it wouldn't really make that much sense, actually, now that I think about it. And I think that kind of having it, like, be kind of more weird here.
Dad,
Better.
you okay?
Also, let me try to get this right in the middle. Okay. because I want to have a center pivot there. There we go. And then we can just rotate it whatever direction we want. have it like that for the time being. So I'm assuming that it's kind of supposed... this is what I'm assuming here. Is, it's supposed to be kind of like a clock, almost. So it's like nose in the middle, minute hand sort of deal. Yeah, okay. Alright. So get rid of that. Save the project. We'll do 128. I might have to go a little higher for the tick marks. I'm not sure. We can reopen the base model again, just for color picking. Although I really don't even have to because the colors are right there. You know. Making sure the colors are the same. Yeah, I assumed. Alright. This is how many pixels? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 10, 14, 15, 16. Do 6 for now. No, that doesn't work. With that. Nope. Okay, that works. That works. All right. Oops. Oops. Okay, I'm on the eraser. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I need to put the mouth down. I don't know how this will work, actually, now that I think about it. You know what, actually? Here we go. Idea. We draw a circle, quote unquote, around here. Let's hide the nose. Damn it. It looks a little deformed. Like, it doesn't look like a circle. Like, it looks like a... Looks like it would... Looks like it would be like this. Almost. Like that. But, no, that looks like a circle though. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it too close. It adds to it? You are kinda right. Another question. Should there be any sort of outline, or should it just be face right onto there? No, like, extra outline to it? That's what I kind of assumed. She has the yellow face from... Okay. I'll do it like this. I think this shouldn't make it too cramped, I don't think. Yeah, I think that looks fine. It's something I'm kind of... I kind of like her having a smaller mouth. Nah, that's too small. Yeah, I think the smaller mouth is fine. I think I'll be more experimental with like the eyes and mouths this time around. Be a little more not as rigid. Because some of them last year had whatever it is, had smiles and stuff like that, but not many. I know that D did, and obviously Chat had a lot of faces. Most of them were just the rectangle mouth. Okay, this is another thing. I'm assuming that this is just straight up and down on this model, I would assume. And not actually like a curved pattern on it. Yeah. Because it's like, it feels like that would be the case given how it's drawn. Like, you know, it's just at the curve. Like, you're actually just drawing the curvature of the pill. Hopefully this isn't too thin of a line, but it does look like the other sides are thicker, so. And then obviously I'll fill in the correct shade of gray. Look good? The second gray laundry. I feel like the if you mean second gray, this one here, I feel like I could see it being like one out. Like either being 4 pixels thick or not that great, this one. The one on the ends, I guess. What do you mean like that? Like having the... Obviously you said no, this is good already, but I'll just do this in case this is what you meant. Or in case... Not in case this is what you meant, in case you like this more. Think that's better? Like the thinner strip. I think that's pretty good right there. She's looking nice and weird. Cool song. Whoops. She will be real in a while. Collector. I think that's good. Everything seems to be in order. Let me just make sure that this is actually in the right place. And I can export directly into it. Wrong folder. I didn't export champ. There I did. There we go. You'll never believe what Creole just opened. Let's find out. Oh. I never would have guessed. Steve rejoices. Okay, so now, since those went by pretty quick, I could maybe try Kissy, my other design, because she's the fourth one. Once upon a huh? Hang on, let me pull up her reference image real quick. That's her. She's based off of the packets from from Alien Sector, or Baraduk, which is a cooler name. I was like, I want to do like Namco references, but I don't know what characters I could take from like old arcade games that would be like not super in your face obvious, but would be fun designs for a cousin. And I was like, having a cousin that's a Cyclops would be a fun one, I think, because that's still not a thing. Like, interesting shape. The body works well with the cousin models, because it's like I can give her kind of like a spacesuit sort of looking thing. And it shares the palette with the actual Kissy. I don't remember her actual name, but for whatever reason her name in the game is Kissy. An interesting one, but the other ideas I was thinking was I was trying to figure out how to make like a puka from Dig Dug work as a cousin, because it's one of those things where it's like I wouldn't want to just have it be a puka. Like, this is essentially just a packet, but with a human body, or humanoid cousin body. But it's like, it is just a sphere, so it's like, I think it works. And then, what is it? Thinking like maybe, like, you know, Dig Dug himself. I don't remember what his actual name is. It's like Taizo Hori, I think. Like if his suit could kind of work as a cousin. I don't know. There's a lot of old Namco games to pull from. It'd be interesting to kind of like look through the back catalog and see like which of these weirdo characters could make into a cousin design, you know? I don't know. I might do Kissy right now, cause it's like kind of just like, why not, right? Let's do it. Get rid of most of the head. Always kind of funny, dropping the head like that, and then, you know, just seeing how high up the torso goes into the model for some reason. I really don't know what the hell I was doing when I made some of the choices on these models. Like, what reason does the body have to be like have this going so high up? I think part of it was like so that if a cousin's head was rotated, it wouldn't, like, there would still be like a neck almost. Which, if that's the case, that kind of makes sense. But it still feels kind of weird, you know? So let's, I'm not sure how I should do the, like, little orb things on her head. Honestly, that's pretty good already, like, immediately. I do kind of like that. And the one thing is here, I don't know. What's up, fucker? I don't know if I should have, like, the face jutting out at all. Famous quote from guy that repeatedly opens once upon. He does say that. I think having the kind of flatter front and back of the head is better, honestly. Can I harvest the empty item frames from your old house's chests? Yeah, sure. I don't know why I didn't. Not that I need them. Who is sane? Oh, that was like, where on my screen does it say same? Yeah, that's my Katamari ball. Doppelganger. You found me out. Also, I don't know if it would be weird to have her eye kind of jutting out. Purple Gortmort. We should have various console models. I wanted to, when I made the Rob model, I was thinking about doing like an actual like NES, maybe a Famicom, Super Nintendo, stuff like that. Maybe have like a couple cartridges next to them that you could have stacked up as a decoration too. I just never got around to them. I want to at some point though, because the Rob model was a lot of fun, so I think like modeling real world hardware just is fun. It's like you can just, especially with consoles and game peripheral stuff, it's like I have a lot of them. Where I can literally hold it in my hand and kind of use that as reference rather than having to just go on Google Images. Which is cool. I like doing that. Let me try something here, by the way. Ooh, that's... I don't really like that. Though actually, wait, hang on. This could work, maybe. Two, three, 5? I think 5 down is like, gets it to the middle. Yeah. I feel like it might be too small, bro. That's too big. You know, I'm gonna try just painting her eye on first. I made a monitor model I meant for use in my base, but I don't remember if I finished it up or just never and felt like exporting. I mean, if you still have it, I can add it in. Also, I think that her pose here is going to be a pretty classic one in the realm of the models that I've made. Pretty easy one to do. Hand on the hip on one side, and then the other one, I think she'll just be like waving. That's the wrong direction. Oh, that's the wrong fucking direction. This doesn't look like she's hiling, does it? No, it doesn't. I got scared her a second. I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to rotate it too far forward. No, it only look like it's hiling if it was like way more forward. That was a little scary. I could have got cancelled. Streamer who does a bunch of like inflammatory shit, but then just like actually gets really scared that they're gonna get canceled, like legitimately like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that, no. It's like, hey chat, what if I did this? The libs would get pissed off by this one. Oh no, I can't do this anymore. It's too much. I'm gonna get cancelled. That'd be a fun guide, you know? Does this even make sense here? I don't know if it makes sense. I'm just kind of doing shit. What? Hell? I think that looks a little better. Make a Wii U and gamepad now. Would be probably one of the easiest ones to do, honestly. I think this is probably good. Create texture. Wait, no, I can't save that first because then it'll save to the base model and I don't want that to happen. I don't remember who it was, but somebody recently asked me, like, will the Munchables be on stream this year again? I was like, honestly, I'm not sure. I know everybody's always waiting for the Munchables though, so it's like, do I deprive the people of the Munchables? I don't know. There's no real reason to be painting this specifically, but I'm doing it anyway. So it's what, like 2, 3, 4, call that 4 pixels. Yeah, I think it might have been Mira that asked me if I was gonna do the Munchables. Yeah, we'll do. Makes sense. And give her a bigger mouth than most cousins. It might be too big. Now I'll just leave it at that. Alright, eyeball. I wasn't sure about the eye, how the eye looked at first, but now I think it's pretty good. That's pretty solid right here. Though, actually, now that I say that. Whoops. I don't know if those are too small. I'll make them a little bigger. Looks a little bit too Mickey Mousey now. That's probably pretty good. What do you guys think? Like her? She's your friend. Yeah, actually, does everybody know the noise that these things make? Forgot what iTunes was. I gotta pull this up really quick. You may recognize this intro song and noise from the Touch My Katamari soundtrack. That's what she sounds like. She goes, "I'm your friend, though." I do really like that it's friendo. Just kind of like would that be Romanization? I don't know what that would be. Like kind of the Japanese, like sort of putting the O or U sound at the end of an English word. I don't know what you call that. But it's awesome for this. Kind of one thing that I'm thinking might drop the I down by one. Oops. Yeah. I think that her having it a little bit more centralized in the face works a bit better for the symmetry. Makes her a little cuter. Yeah, I like it. I think we're good here. You can also turn music back on. Oh, that's what. Just looking at a notification on my phone. Alright, let's go to display. Kind of small. Though honestly, you don't really need to make them that much bigger. No, that's fine. things in order. I don't really know why I check all of this. I guess it's just to look at it. Alright, awesome. Got 3 done. Oh, I did notice there is a new design in the submissions channel. And a new member in the welcome channel. Hang on a minute. Ah shit, because it isn't tenor, so I can't like search Pockle for gifts. Hold on a minute. There we go. It's like the one I had saved. Alright, but the this is a typing stream now. Hope you enjoy. What are the like little star candies called? Like the ones that look like Katamari's. What are they called? Conpeto. What are you doing midnight? Oh. Thanks for the monitor model, by the way. Just the message. Here's the file and texture. If there's anything wrong with it, figure it out. I don't know. Here, let's you know what? We can actually judge it right now. Hold on a second. Put your monitor model on blast. I mean, it looks good. Looks fine. That's good. It's very big. It'll definitely need to shrink that down. The shelf orientation is so stupid. It's got like no... it's just not great. Front light for sure. This will need to be turned around, but... It would be really funny to leave it like this and it's just like a full block in size just sitting there floating. I don't know why is it going all the way like that? Weird. I think this song is called Powerful Infant. Like, it's not wrong. It's kind of silly. You can make variations with things in it. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard. I'd probably kind of set it up like how the movie posters are like 100 onward, so it's like it skips over 100 paintings, so that way it's like still kind of separated. It's its own thing almost, its own category. So we could do it like on the nether brick maybe. Have it be like value 100 is the monitor off, and then past that can kind of just, you know, have different things on the screen through that. And that could work. Could even do animated stuff. Animated stuff. Because the texture is simple enough that it'd be easy to make frame by frame stuff with it. I'll save that. Yeah, I'll make I gotta go pee again, so I'm just gonna zoom in on comma here. Just go to the bathroom. Mario Paint music. Flirps is always doing some shit. I swear that guy. The way that I was thinking could make the screen work a little bit better too is could make it its own separate texture with a higher resolution. That's what I did for the movie posters, and that way you can kind of just reuse the same texture for the monitor over and over again and just have a simpler thing for the whatever it is for the screen. And you can have it be a higher resolution and all that shit. Anyway, I don't think there's really anything else I want to do right now. Yeah, I guess I'll just, since I would be doing this anyway after I went offline, I'll just do it now. To the age-old tradition of the turnaround gifts. I'll post them into the server afterward, of course. Keep it an advanced screenshot. Oh yeah, here's one last thing. Where does it say? Right, alright. It's the freebie chest. I put up, there it is. Show you, okay, this isn't the completed version. Hang on. There it is. Nope, that's not how you open that. Hold on, I'll get there. There we go. Here is the finalized freebie chest. Here's the animation with it. It doesn't look that great close up, but once it's kind of farther away, it looks a good bit smoother because it looks tighter together. And you can still make out the question mark. So it's like it's still kind of scuffed, but I think that at the size that it will be in game like this, like in your hand, it looks pretty good. First person, it's a little whatever, but you know, I'm happy with it. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Bring back the reference images. Yeah, it should be everything now. Probably the end. Alright. I just realized it's still on Kirby Air Riders. Oh well. My bad. Sorry, Twitch mods. Hopefully nobody gets super mad at me about it. Anyway, have a good night. See you later. I don't know when the next stream will be. it might be on Sunday for rolling live, or Monday. I don't know. See you later.